Narito na sila Ed Rosales Dural, Liza Soriano at Department of Labor and Employment Director for Communications, Nikon Famironag sa Let's Talk, Mag-Usap Tayo. Let's Talk, Mag-Usap Tayo.
Ayan, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, samahan niyo po kami sa oras sa talakayan dito lamang po sa Let's Talk, Mag-Usap Tayo. Ako po si Liza Soriano. Partner Ed, magandang gabi sa iyo.
Yes, Partner Liza, magandang gabi sa iyo at magandang gabi po sa ating mga loyal at tagapakinig at tagapanood dito po sa Radio at TV Inquirer. Ito po si Ed Rosales Dural at habang inaantabayan na natin, partner, ang live coverage
dyan sa Malacanang.
Sa Malacanang, yes.
Ayan, napaka-importante po niyan at may mga, of course, may mga in-expect tayong magiging pahayag ng Pangulo na patungkol pa rin po sa problema natin sa coronavirus.
In other words, magbibigay
emergency
daan tayo.
briefing. May emergency briefing ang Pangulo. So, antabayanan po natin yan dahil napaka-importante po no, ng magiging pahayag ng Pangulo. Nasa linya na. So, papasukin po natin, nasa linya na po ng ating communication, no? Ang ating kasamang si Miss Chona Yu, mula po dyan sa Malacanang. Chona, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang gabi, Lisa at Ed. Katatapos lamang ng emergency meeting na itinatawag ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dito sa Heroes Hall sa Plaza Naraya kung saan kanyang ipinatawag ang iba't ibang cabinet members. Sa ngayon ay nagpapaunlak siya ng isang media interview at pakinggan natin itong pahayag ni Pangulong Duterte.
There's nothing really to be extra scared of that coronavirus thing, although it has affected a lot of countries, but in one or two in any country is that really that fearsome. And in the Philippines, we only have 2 cases, 2 reported deaths, and but they were Chinese, just imported, hindi galing dito. It was not a native of the Philippines, but rather it was an imported one, and the person involved was a Chinese. Ano yung isa?
Yung parehong Chinese, nagkali sa HIV/AIDS, hindi mo siya
Okay.
Isa lang ho yung namatay na coronavirus.
Isa lang ang namatay sa coronavirus. Yung isa, Chinese din, HIV ang ikinamatay. So, let us be clear on this. 2 patay, but 2 different causes of death. One, an imported naman, hindi naman galing dito. So he had it in himself when he came in. Yung isa namatay sa HIV.
Both Chinese.
So ito, mag-umpisa tayo. The many things that you'd want to know. Apparently there is a lot of talks from the media and from the itong Facebook and even one saying that pauwiin ang mga Chinese. You know, it is not only a case of bad taste, but it is not good for us Filipinos to be saying that. Remember that there are now so many thousands of Filipinos in China, and they cannot go out because coming in or going out of China is prohibited, and that is precisely to contain the propagation of the virus. So walang nakalabas. Na okay, dito ha, dito, let's talk of China and Filipino. Dito sa atin, walang pupunta ng China. Andito naman sa China, in and out, wala, hindi sila pwede sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, if that is clear to you, or if not, then ask the question now because I have another topic for that. Meron kayong question? Basta China, in or out, wala tayo dyan. And dito, we are not allowing them to go there, our countrymen, and no Chinese, yung galing China, pumapasok dito. We are not allowing entry. Okay? But Chinese who are in foreign lands, on board foreign airliners, and they have the valid visa, they can come. Except, I said, yung aeroplano ng ano. Especially Chinese who have been there, or in any other place, Canada. Most of the Chinese in North America are in Canada and in the United States. Ngayon, pagka umuwi sila, tapos foreign airlines, hindi naman galing China yung aeroplano, they can come in. If the port of destination or the place where they want to go is Philippines. Nakuha ninyo yon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the next question?
Ina Andulong of CNN.
Good evening, Mr. President. Sir, have you finalized or identified any quarantine facilities in the meeting earlier?
Hindi pa ngayon. Dalawa lang ang namatay. But if it comes to a fall requiring the quarantine of persons, either local or foreigners, I have directed Secretary Doki here to prepare a space, a ward in our hospitals, or a separate building room where we can house them. And wala pa namang, hindi pa kailangan yan, pero I said we will prepare. Now, there is a certain area which was donated by a Chinese philanthropist na hindi nagamit. I don't know why, because that was really intended for the rehabilitation of addicts, yung addicted to Cebu. Ang problema kasi nito, well, tapos na eh. It's too late to be. Alam mo, sabi nila malayo. So they opted to have this community-based rehabilitation. You know, any expert about rehabilitation of addiction to anything, drugs, alcohol, you are removed away from your place of residence. Kaya nga that is a part of the regimen, so that to train you really and to make you, you know, feel the loss of family, friends, house, community, if you are not sincere in being rehabilitated. You have to work out these sentiments by yourself na gusto mong umuwi sa anak mo. Kung itong dito sa malayo, dito sa malapit, kung community-based, tapos sa gabi wala rin magwardya, nothing doing. That was my misgivings actually when that was started. Pero because of the hysteria, ang nabasa ko noon, well, I said I was a prosecutor. I was a trial prosecutor. And early on, I was already reading materials about rehab and addiction, how it affects your physical being. Yun ang nangyari. But that building, I think the first building is vacant, not used. Problem is, I think, si Governor ayaw niya. Nandyan sa Fort Magsaysay, that building is inside a national government reservation. Maluwang yan. So marami akong ilagay dyan kung ang contagion actually, it's epidemic if it is just regional or local or national. It is pandemic if it is worldwide. So, yun ang ako. Or, I can, well, I will expropriate. Kunin ko yung building mo, whether you like it or not, in times of emergency, I can always, it is confiscatory in nature. You confiscate. Then you make it a hospital. Bring in the equipment and you stay there inside the building where the egress and ingress is controlled. And lahat yung, remember my SARS, every regional office in the country was ordered to provide a space, and there was a vehicle provided by the government which was, washed over with disinfectant para to minimize contamination. Now, here is a problem. Sabi ng mga experts, it could be transmitted from person to person, person to animal, animal to animal. So, but says Tugade, Secretary Tugade of the sa transportation asked if it can be also contaminated in inanimate things. Ang sabi na yung doorknob, merong traces sila nakita. That's according to the WHO. It is not confirmed as really a valid reason to avoid it, but there are indications that it can be transmitted also by inanimate things, meaning to say, yung hinawakan niya, hawakan mo rin, yun. Yun ang problema. So yung incoming, ang tao lang binabantayan mo, hindi mo binabantayan yung cargo. But if the cargo itself can pass it on to human beings or to animals, that is really a problem. It's not, it is not confirmed as valid, but indications earlier studies showed that it can be possibly this. If you say, is it possible? The question would really be like this: would it be possible that these things can be passed on from one person to another by touching inanimate things. Yung walang buhay, yun. So, yun ang isa. Ngayon, kung anong klaseng airline, may mga Chinese. And sabihin, magtanong kayo kung I will bar the Chinese from entering, the answer of course is no. That is an utter disrespect to a human being. At kung meron man, if there are Chinese found positive, and we do not want them to travel to further aggravate the situation, we can assure the Chinese government that we too will help. And this kind of mentioning the Chinese and blaming them, it's like a xenophobia. You eat anything that is Chinese, it is not good because we have, I said, so many. And not only that, one is that we have many Filipinos in China. Second is, even if there are none, you know, we are a community of nations. We cooperate. China has been kind to us. We can only also show the same favor to them. Stop this xenophobia thing about, kasi ang gusto ko masabi nila na yung ito ngayon, they're blaming the Chinese na galing sa China. It can always, how would you call this, incubate in some other places. It happened in China, at least the first, yun lang. But that is not the fault of anybody, not of the Chinese, not of the Filipinos, not of anyone. It is really the world has passed on many kind of problem to the generations earlier. We had the flu that killed so many millions in Europe, and some other contagion of a lesser scale. But it would, kagaya ng SARS, I assure you, even without the vaccines, it will just die in natural death. Apparently, itong mga ganito, mga virus, ano to, HIV, nawala na. Meron ko kunti na lang. HIV 5 or 10 years ago was a dreaded disease, and everybody was afraid of it, to the extent that it cut the pleasures of the world. Takot lahat mga HIV kasi baka, so ayaw na lang. So almost everybody became a celibate overnight. May mga ganun, but it will die in natural death. Ito, matatapos din ito. But would it worsen in the meantime? Maybe. But, you know, the progress of medical science now is far too different from of the yesteryears. Noon, hindi pa masyado. But we have powerful medicines now that even cancer is treatable now. You cannot die of karamihan mo naman, hindi ka naman talaga mamatay. HIV, you don't die of HIV. You die because your body is weakened by the virus, and then the bacteria will take over, and that is pneumonia. Ganito rin yan. By itself, hindi yan. Hindi nga natin alam yung coronavirus na yan. But lahat na matay is pneumonia. So it would just indicate that there is a virus that weakens your body and would really destroy your white corpuscles, your antibodies. And when those are depleted, bacteria enters the picture, and usually you die of pneumonia.
Good evening, Mr. President. Sir, meron lang allegation na sa China, kinukonsil yung totoong number of affected Chinese ng nCoV. And dito sa atin, meron ba tayong assurance na meron tayong transparency at hindi sinasanitize yung mga data? Kasi nagulat yung marami nung nag-announce kayo bigla na may namatay na Chinese. Since ang sinasabi nyo ay under observation pa lang yung Chinese na yun nung before, and hindi naman siya yung talagang main carrier ng nung virus.
No, he was already yung earlier surveillance and his history. But wala namang na sinabi na yung kanyang homegrown coronavirus. Nalaman lang nila lang yan kung namatay na yun. Wala naman tinago doon. We will not, this I can assure you, this government will never hide anything. If it says that you're going to die tomorrow because of this it's a contagion all over, we will tell you that. If it would cost you lives, we will not hide that. Why should we? It's a reality. Whether you admit it or not, you have to bury the dead. So what is there to hide? It's not a treasure. It is not something of value to us. It does not contribute to the national wealth. Why should we hide? Why should we hide it from the press? When we are supposed to tell the press, you that go to the world and announce that there is this thing that's happening, and this is what we should be doing.
And then, sir, follow-up. Sir, yung DOH nag-a-advise sa public na magsuot ng face mask, pero ang reality, wala talagang mabili sa market. So, meron ba kayong plan to at least mag-emergency procurement para magkaroon ng supply?
We are procuring and we have supplies coming in. The supply is depleted because there is an emergency and there's a need for it. So everybody is buying. That's the reason why there is a scarce supply in the market. Without the virus, the masks are not being sold by the thousands. May virus kaya yung virus ang nagpamahal niyan. But if you're asking, is government doing something to buy more, to protect more? Yes, we are doing it. We are not just sitting down here. That's why we called for this conference. And we have resources coming in. We do not want to give you the expectations because that's something which cannot be delivered almost all on time. And you know, sometimes when we announce it, it is taken differently, in a different light.
Sir, last na lang po. Sir, napag-usapan niyo po ba yung worst case scenario ng nCoV dito sa ating bansa? And meron na po bang preparations about this?
Again, ma'am,
yung worst case scenario, sir, kung sakaling magkaroon ng local transmission dito sa ating bansa? Napag-usapan ba during the emergency meeting?
Yes. You have a very hard-working Secretary of Health, and he's very sincere in his job. This is not the second time that has entered government. In another president, he also was a Secretary of Health. I got him because he is just really good. That is why.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Unless you still want to take questions, the press
Yes, it's 9:35. Is your time correct?
Yes, Mr. President.
Is it? Okay.
We can end the press con already.
Well, we can have the whole night. Dinner will be served at...
Malacanang press corps is already okay with a press conference, Mr. President. They don't have questions anymore.
Sige na, kasi marami kasi, this coronavirus scaring people all over the country. It's the response of the people from the initial reports of coronavirus was almost hysterical when there was really no need for it, actually. And if there is really a virus going around, why do you have to be hysterical? Why don't you just go to the hospital and have yourself treated? Or if you want quarantined, if you suspect that if you have acquired, kaya wala akong nakita nag-ubo. Bakit? Pinipigilan ninyo? Kaya namumula yung mukha ninyo eh. You are suffocating yourself. Feel free. We do not. Ay ako magkati yung...
Ace Romero of the Philippine Star has a question.
Mayor, aside from China, there are also other countries that have been affected by the nCoV. Are there any plans to expand the travel ban to include travelers from other countries aside from China?
We know it's always good to go by the WHO. They have all the informations. They have their headquarters. I think somewhere in Hague. Is it? Geneva, sir. In Geneva. Kaya nga, sa Geneva. They have the headquarters there. They have all the computers. They have all the inputs. And they would know what to do. We go by the regulations that will be given out by the WHO. We cannot act on our own. This is something which would require the discipline for everybody and to follow the governing entity, which is the WHO.
So the temporary ban will just be limited to China and the special administrative regions for now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Administrative regions. And the administrative regions are Macau and Hong Kong.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor.
Salamat rin.
Thank you, Ace. No more questions, Francis?
Now is the time to ask so that you do not play into the hands of this rabble-rouser about painting a bleak world for us. Of course, there would be this kind of things that will happen in one generation or another.
Francis Wakefield from the Daily Tribune.
Sir, good evening po. Sir, tanong lang namin po, considering yung health niyo po, sir, di ba, na 74 na kayo, will you limit your engagement, public engagements po, considering na yung threat nga po ng virus sa country?
Me personally, you're asking me personally. Well, of course, I'll tell you
Yes,
what.
sir.
I just said a little while ago, I don't know if you heard it. When my time comes, it will come. When your time comes, we will know, because you will be absent. And we will not see you anymore. How sure are you that you will die? Or how sure are you that I will die? Or maybe even to speculate that I shake hands and get the virus. Of course, I shake hands. We just saw each other in the chains of command. And I have to shake hands with people. You know, alam mo, presidente ako. Hindi naman ako posible. Bye-bye. Hi. Okay, how are you? Good. And if somebody would extend his hand to any gesture of handshake, huwag na lang muna yan. Kaya, you know, when my time comes, you will know. Because I will go out of Malacanang in a funeral car. Ano, panahon-panahon itong maniwala niyang
Thank you,
What
Malacanang Press Corps. Thank you. Mr. President, that ends our press conference.
Ay, mandang una.
Let's talk. Mag-usap tayo.
Ayan, partner, napakinggan natin ang emergency briefing po na ginawa po dyan sa palasyo ng Malacanang ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, partner.
Alright.
At bahagi ng kanyang naging talumpati kanina, partner, na sabi niya nga kanina, ipiniliwanag niya, based na rin po doon sa kanyang partner kanina, may mga binanggit si DOH Secretary Duque na sinasabi nga sa dalawa yung namatay, yung isa dahil sa coronavirus, yung isa naman dahil sa HIV, but they are both Chinese,
Okay.
Oo. Partner, so ngayon nananatili nga, partner, yung ban, para sa mga Chinese, na gustong pumunta dito sa Pilipinas, partner. Bagamat talagang marami ang apektado, dahil marami pa rin po sa mga kababayan natin ang nandoon, partner,
Yes. At
sa China.
napanood din natin na nagtanong ang ating kasamahan mula sa Inquirer Bandera na si Ms. Belia Cariaso, partner, At napakaganda ng tatlong
katanungan
follow-up questions niya, partner. At nabanggit din ng Pangulo na yung quarantine, ay isasagawa ng Pangulo kung kinakailangan, whether local or foreigners, partner, provided na kung talagang kinakailangan, At nagbigay din siya ng pwedeng direktiba, partner, na ipagagamit niya ang alright.
Nandyan. Ayan, muli,
Okay.
balikan natin,
Bumalik.
sorry, nawala kanina. Balikan natin ang Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa kanya pong emergency briefing na ginagawa ngayon sa Malacanang.
Gaya ng SARS. SARS, midway, just disappeared. It came suddenly and disappeared suddenly. Ganon yung mga contagion yan. It has a lifespan and it loses steam. Because people, over time, also acquire immunity. Yung doon sa China na napabili doon sa mga exotic na animals, Wala mang namatay doon. Paano hinigop na nila lahat yung... Totoo. May nabalitaan kayo? Ang namatay doon, hindi yung nakita ko na doon sa pinikula na aso, pusa, lahat na. Pati yung hita na tinatadta doon, mukhang tao yun. No, not really. I'm not saying. I apologize in advance to the Chinese people. I'm just being funny, but those exotic foods, maybe. Wala mang namatay doon sa mga gago. Yung mga inosente man. Totoo, because over time, they have acquired dahan-dahan. Gaya ng sa Davao, nagtanong ako, I mean, no offense intended to my fellow men, ha? Nagtanong ako sa Davao, ilan ang namatay dyan sa boulevard na yung tabing dagat talaga ang bahay, hindi yung facing the road. Ilang namatay dyan, kap sa inyo, dingge. Sabi niya, wala. Kung ikaw, barangay captain, wala. Okay lahat. Marunong sila kumain, robos. Kinakain sila ng lamok paggabi, pag robos pa rin. In other words, life is, there is always a compensating thing. And marunong ang Diyos eh. Lalo na yung mga press na bakakon. Mauna yan. Ano ninyo anong bakakon? Liar! Joke lang yun. Joke lang yun. Pero marami talaga niya mga bakakon. Bakakon is a Visayan, is lying, sinungaling. Bakakon. Wala na? Karami ninyo, yun lang ang walang question.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, members of the press. Good night.
Actually,
ayan. Tapos na, no? Ayan,
mukhang
natapos
nabitin ng
na po.
Pangulo, partner, no, ha?
So, naghahanap ng katanungan
oo.
mula sa mga members ng media partner. Yung quarantine na binabanggit mo kanina, partner, ay ipinag-utos na nga ng Pangulo, partner, kaya Dear Secretary Duque, na paghandaan, no? Yung space or separate building or room, no? Na kung saan ay maaaring partner pansamantalang i-quarantine yung mga hinihinalang may coronavirus, partner. And
correct, partner. At in fact, ay may naisip ang Pangulo, partner, nang banggitin niya ng donasyon ng isang Chinese philanthropist na hindi na binanggit ang pangalan, partner, na bakanteng po pwedeng gamitin na dapat ay para sa drug rehabilitation, partner.
Correct. Oo, pwedeng gamitin quarantine yun.
Correct.
No?
At kung kinakailangan anya ay ang pag-aari ng mga private individual ay pwede ninyang i-confiscate kasi confiscatory in nature. May power siyang ganun, partner, kung kinakailangan at kung pandemic yung sitwasyon, partner.
Ayan, tama ka dyan, partner, ano. So, ilan lamang po yan sa mga naging briefing, no, na ginawa po dyan sa Palasyo ng Malacanang. At hindi ibig sabihin, partner, na hindi nababahala, ano, ang gobyerno natin. Bagamat, sabi nga ng Pangulo, ay naghahanda na sila, no. So, naghahanda na sa, of course, partner, na posibleng mangyari, no, dito po sakaling lumala, no, or higit pang marami ang maapektuhan
Correct,
ng
partner. At
coronavirus.
hindi itatago ng gobyerno
Correct.
ang mga impormasyon kung may meron talagang ganito, kasi hindi naman daw ito yaman or treasure na makakatulong sa gobyerno, partner.
Tama ka dyan, partner. Kaalinsabay nga po niyan, bukas po ay tuloy ang gagawing pagdinig ng Senate Committee on Health na pinamumunuan po ni Senador Bongo, no? So, bukas po yan, February 4, kaugnay na rin po sa kinatatakutang novel coronavirus. Ipinaliwanag po ni Go na imbitado sa pagdinig ang iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno tulad na lang po ng DOL, ang Department of Labor and Employment, ang OWA, no, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, importante ito, partner, no, at ang POAA po para sa kapakanan ng mga manggagawang Pinoy sa abroad. Gayon din po, kasama na rin ang Department of Tourism para sa impact nito sa turismo, DOTR o Department of Transportation, no, para po sa mga kanseladong biyahe at mga flights. Gayon din po ang DTI para naman sa problema sa kakulangan at overprice ng mga face mask, ano? Dahil marami pong report na di umano'y nag-overprice, partner, no, ang face mask. Maliban dyan ay talagang bus na, partner. Wala nang mabilihan ng face mask, ano? Kahit dyan sa Bamba na talaga namang dyan kasi yung bilihan ng mga medical supplies, no?
Correct. At dahil
mura dyan, dinadayo dyan, partner, pero wala na po talagang mabilihan ng mga face mask.
At dahil sa nagsalita ang Pangulo sa pamagitan ng emergency briefing, mukhang ang mga agam-agam ay nalinawan, partner, at mukhang hindi na yan mahihirapan si Senator Go tomorrow.
Tama ka, partner. Idagdag ko lang, kasama rin po sa ipinatawag ng committee ang Philippine Coast Guard, no, para sa pagpigil daw po sa mga barkong papasok sa bansa, habang inaasahang makakasama din ang mga kinatawan ng Immigration, Manila International Airport Authority, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, DepEd, Department of Finance, at ilang mga doktor. So, ilan lamang po yan, no, sa gagawin pong pagdinig bukas. At sabi mo nga, hindi na mahihirapan si Senator Bongo dahil nagkaroon na po ng emergency briefing ngayong araw ang Pangulo mismo, partner, ano. So, kanina, partner, binabanggit ni Senator Amy Marcos, partner, na wala na daw po, halos ubos na mga face mask o surgical mask sa mga drugstore, particular na po dito sa Metro Manila, no, at Karatig Provincia. At kaya po yung iba, partner, let's say pumunta ka ng Baguio, no, or Pangasinan, na marami pang face mask doon, sinasamantala, bumibili ng face mask, ano, at ayan, matapos daw pong ideklara ng Department of Health ang kauna-unahang kumpirmadong kaso ng 2019 novel coronavirus o nCoV sa bansa. Kanina ipinaliwanag na rin po yan ng Pangulo na dalawa po yung Chinese na namatay. Yung isa po ay namatay dahil sa coronavirus, pero yung isa, partner, nilinaw na namatay hindi po dahil sa coronavirus, kung hindi dahil po sa HIV, ano. So, wala na daw pong mabiling face mask ayon kay Senator Marcos sa malalaking drugstores at maging sa mga maliliit na butika sa Metro Manila. So, bukod daw po sa face mask, halos nagkakaubusan na rin po ng supply ng alcohol, partner, no, ng Lysol, disinfectant spray at vitamin C supplement sa mga drugstore at iba pang pamilihan sa Kamaynilaan. So, halos pila ang mga tao sa mga drugstores para lang po makabili ng ilang perasong face mask bilang proteksyon ng kanilang pamilya laban sa virus, no? Lalo na po't idiniklara ng World Health Organization ang global emergency dahil na rin po sa patuloy na pagtaas ng mga kaso ng nasabing sakit. Ayan, partner, iba na rin po talaga yung nag-iingat, partner, ano? Bagamat sinasabi po ng Department of Health, partner, na ang face mask, napaka-importante daw po niyan sa mga taong may problema sa respiratory system.
Correct.
No, pero syempre lalo na po ang mga bata, madaling mahawa ng sakit. No, partner, talagang hindi mayayaalis sa mga magulang na mag-alala. Kaya talagang kailangan paggamitin ng face mask yung mga bata, no? So, ayan, bagamat napakahirap pong magsuot ng face mask, mainit, hindi ka uneasy ka no? Partner. Pero wala po tayong magagawa dahil lang kailangan po natin proteksyon, no? At hindi tayo tamaan, partner, ng coronavirus. So, ilan lang po, no? Paulit-ulit naman pong ipanaliliwanag, no? Partner Ed, na napaka-importante po ng partner ng face mask, no? Lalo na po sa mga matataong lugar, gamitin po 'yan, no? Pero paano nga kung wala na nga mabilihan? So pwede naman daw, partner, yung tela na lang, or pwede ba ang lampin? So ayan, pinapayuhan po ng Department of Health ang publiko na hindi daw po kailangan magsuot ng face mask kung wala naman pong respiratory infection. Ayan, sinabi po ni Dr. Celia Carlos ng DOH Research Institute for Tropical Medicine, kailangan lamang magsuot ng face mask kung may ubo at hirap na sa paghinga, kung nagbibigay ng medical case sa mga mayroong respiratory symptoms, at kung health worker na gumagamot po sa may respiratory illness. So ayon pa rin po kay Dr. Carlos, wala pang community transmission ng Wuhan coronavirus, kaya hindi nila inirekomenda ang pagsusuot ng face mask sa general public. Bakit biglang nagbago ang pahayag, partner, no, ng Department of Health? Noong una, sinasabi nila kailangan magsuot, napaka-importante magsuot ng face mask for protection. Ngayon wala nang mabilihan ng face mask. Correct. So, sa mga babiyahe naman po, kailangan lang daw magpahingang mabuti at magpabakuna laban po sa trangkaso. Mababa rin daw po ang fatality rate ng Wuhan coronavirus na nasa 2% lamang kumpara po sa rabies na 99%, MERS-CoV na nasa 34% at Ebola virus na nasa 39.8% at halos 40%. Ayan, pero syempre hindi mo maiwasan, partner, no? Yun nga, sabi mo nga nung kahapon, no? Meron kayong ka-meeting na nung nalaman nila mga Chinese, teka lang, in-alert nila. Ultimo mga security guard sabihin na mag-mask kayo dahil may mga bisitang Chinese.
It's their right naman, partner, no? Considering na nanghingi naman ng permiso, partner, parang hindi naman maging rude doon sa kausap na sa business meeting, partner, no? At yun naman talagang reactions ng mga tao, partner, no?
Tama.
Kaya nga nagkaubusan ng face mask dahil sa pagpanic, partner, na sila ay mahawahan agad, partner.
Tama ka dyan, partner. Pero sa kabila po niyan, ang pamahalaan po natin ay patuloy po nagbibigay ng assistance, lalo na po sa mga overseas Filipino workers affected po ng temporary ban, no? On the travel to China, Hong Kong, Macau, and other declared affected areas. Ayan. At sa pahayag nga po ni Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III, partner, no? At Acting Secretary Renato Ibarle directed the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration. Meron palang Acting Secretary siya muna, no? Wala kasi si Secretary Bello, partner, nasa Kuwait yata, no? So, magbibigay po ng 10,000 cash assistance, accommodation and transportation sa bawat stranded na OFW, no? Dahil na rin po sa travel ban. Sa memorandum po ng OWA, partner, ay ayan, para daw po mabawasan ang burden na nararanasan ng mga OFWs natin or yung mga paparating na OFWs, partner. So, sila po ay tutulungan or i-assist ng OWA sa kanilang transportation, no? Papunta po sa kanilang mga lugar. So, partner, hundreds of OFWs bound, mostly for Hong Kong and Macau, were stranded in the Manila. So, marami pong stranded dyan po sa Manila airports, no? At kasunod na rin po yan na naging direktiba ng Pangulo para po sa travel ban, para po sa mga pupunta, no? Ulitin ko lang po, sa mga pupunta o babiyahe papuntang China, Hong Kong at Macau. Partner, pansamantala wala na tayong oras.
Yes, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtitiwala. Ito po si Ed Rosales Dural. Magandang gabi.
Ayan, samahan niyo pong muli kami sa darating na Miyerkules. Alas 9 hanggang alas 10 po ng gabi. Dito lamang po sa Let's Talk, mag-usap tayo. Ako po si Liza Soriano.